Hey everyone, this is the Shaolin from A to Z series. Last time we talked about the different striking surfaces of the fist. I tried to cover them as best way I could. All right. I think you should have a good idea now. These are whenever I upload information, whenever I share information, they're just ideas. In order for you to get the technique, you have to really take them and experiment with them and adapt them to your body type. All right, some techniques might work, some might not. In a situation that you find yourself in where you will find that certain weapons might come off okay. All right, some weapons might be usable. All right, based on the situation. All right, so this sequence, we're going to talk about the open hand strikes, the different surface that can be used with the open hand. Now, as you know, when the hand is open, what's good about it travels faster. And when the fist is closed too tight, you choke off the power of your weapon. By tightening up the forearms, and you tend to want to use open. You tend to want to use your upper shoulders, gain power. That's why it's good to practice delivering the technique as many times as you can, so that the body gets used to it and you develop what we call a muscle memory. You don't have to think about it and fall back into bad habits. The body speaks the language that it knows in time of crisis. So if you teach the body a new language, that's what the body is learning. Then in time of crisis, when there's nerves and the focus and the concentration, and all of these other factors come into play, diminishes, then you will fall back on the best thing you know, which is letting the body do its thing. Okay, so let's discuss the different areas of the open hand. The first thing is the palm strike. Now, the palm is not as powerful as the fist unless you train it in areas of in certain discipline like iron palm training. What's good about the palm, however, it covers a larger surface of the body. When you hit someone with the palm, we know it's not going to slide off. You hit with the fist, you have to be very precise. The palm, you don't have to be. So you can use now the palm to push someone off of you. All right? You can use it. So the palm has multiple functions. The beauty of the palm is that you can use it to knock the person back. With the fist, you have to close it. But the palm, you don't have to. See the beauty of that? Now also, when you use the palm, you can use it to strike the different part of areas of the face. When you know the fist will slide, I have to be very specific with this weapon. But with this, it comes out quicker because I'm not choking off my power. Pop! You can break the nose. Right? For a woman, the heel of the palm is very good. See that? Heel of the palm, you only got one chance to use it. Once the opponent knows what is going on, then it's no longer surprising, is it? But if you can bring that palm up underneath the chin, you can do a lot of damage. You can also use it this way. You can invert it. Turn it to the side. That's the flat of the palm. So you have a lot of options. You can use both palms to push the person back. You see? So you can also now use it as a deterrent. You see? To knock your opponent back. You can hit with the palm to the solar plex. You see? That's a very good strike. And I think I have a video where I'm demonstrating where you can hit with the palm to the solar plex and get a lot of power if you have your body behind it. Right? The palm can also use to obstruct his rhythm in the hip area. All right? You can also use it low and high. So you can get a lot of function. It's a very functional weapon. Even though you don't get a lot of power, you can use it to slap. You see? Back of the hand, inside of the hand. The next part of the open hand strike, I think that could be effective, is the finger strike. Finger strike could be used for softer areas of the body, right? It's a spear hand. That's the proper name for it. Can be used use as a spear. Now, unless the fingers are strong, I wouldn't suggest it. We're gonna, in the next video, we'll talk about conditioning these weapons and reinforcing them so that the bones and the joints can be strong so that they can withstand the pressure from the strike, all right? Now, the spear hand is good. Like, for instance, if you're hitting the softer area, like the throat area, to the groin, solar plex, if it's strong enough, you can use to gouge the eye. Come on, let's show this. So, especially this area here of the throat can be used, you see, as a way to cut and to rake with it. So if you hit this area, even if a weapon is coming, the beauty of the spear hand is if you can get the trajectory of the weapon right and shoot it, you can do a lot of damage to the throat area. All right? For a woman, in a situation, you can use it to rake. Rake the eyes. You see, that's all you'll need to do to get an attacker out. Just that action. All right? Just rake. And you don't have to be specific. Just keep the eyes open, hands open, and rake with it. All right? You only have one chance. Rake and escape. The hands open, you can also use the fingers to gouge the eyes. So the open hand strikes, you have a lot more option than with the fist. You might not get as much power because you don't have the larger muscles working for you to reinforce the weapon, but you can do a lot to neutralize an opponent with it. So, spear hand, raking with it, clawing with it, these are the different functionality of the open hand strike. All right? Like I was saying, heel palm is good. Heel palm, if you can hit to the solar plex, can be very effective. All right, and then use the palm to push your opponent off. All right, to get them off of you, upset their balance. All right, upset their center of gravity, upset their foundation. That's what the open hand strikes can do. And then, naturally, you can do some damage with the fist if necessary. Usually, I say with these type of rakes and strikes is to surprise the opponent, do quick damage, uses a shock effect, right, to slow your opponent down, right, and give yourself room to recover. Use it as a form of psychological recovery. Because if an opponent is attacking, you got to keep in mind that anyone that is getting attacked, the attacker has the upper hand because they have the element of surprise. So you have to use whatever weapon that is at your disposal at the time, right? But this could be good. If you have to go to close your fist, there's a whole nother set of nerve coming to play, where it doesn't take much effort to rake with it, to jab with it, all right? Especially if you're on the ground, you can get that finger out, claw the eyes, what have you. Especially women, you got those nails anyway. You can take the eyes out really easy. You don't take a lot of power. Sit there talking to someone, boom, just rake with it. You're good to throw this strike. You notice the thumb is secured. The thumb is open, you'll tear the thumb off. So you want to secure the thumb by tucking it in. You see? This weapon can be thrown just the same way that you throw the reverse punch to develop it. Palm strike the same way. So you come behind it now. The same principle is the same. The principle for throwing the weapon is the same. You chamber it, and that's how you work. You do this a couple hundred times, and you'll start noticing all the muscles that comes into play. You see, the groups of muscles that is used for this weapon. You can do a different level with it. And now we're talking about full palm. And then you can slash with it. So I hope you enjoy this this video. Got my son here working with me. All right, Sean. So, but I hope you enjoy this video. The next video, we're going to talk about the condition of the weapon, especially with the open hands. The weapon has to be conditioned so it can withstand the pressure from the strikes. All right, so the weapon don't crumble on it. All right, and if you want a conditioning video, a full body condition, click on the link below and purchase our Power Chi Energetic DVD, because that will take you through full conditioning of the body. All right, reinforcing the muscles, get you in shape. All right, so when you go to deliver your weapon, you'll have support. All right, you'll have strength to be able to come from somewhere. All right, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.